Let's begin with my good friend dot notation. Remember when I said I still remember the exact moment when I fell in love with coding? Well, it was with none other than dot notation. I used it for the first time and had a revelation. I thought, wow, this is a powerful, powerful tool, and I'm so lucky to be able to use it. So, what is dot notation? Well, there are so many uses for it that I wouldn't be able to do dot notation any justice by defining it here. But here's what you do need to know. Dot notation does a lot of magical things in code. That simple period that you type unlocks the true potential in coding. Dot notation can be grouped into three main functions. The first function of dot notation is the ability to access the Salesforce fields of a record. Let's say we have a lead record stored in a variable we call myLead. Using a dot after the variable lets us access any of its fields, whether we're pulling that info or planning to update it. We've used this technique quite often already in our code demos, so this should feel second nature to you by now. The second function of dot notation is the ability to access relationships of a record. You know how in formula fields in Salesforce, you can jump across to related records and pull fields from it? Well, good news, you can do the same thing in code using dot notation. And it's even more powerful because you never run into these weird limitations where Salesforce doesn't let you traverse a specific relationship. You know what I'm talking about? And finally, dot notation opens up those secret methods I've been talking about all this time to you. Every data type has a set of methods whose sole purpose is to make your life easier by opening up common actions that are done with it. Dot notation is how you access these.